So hi and welcome to day 4 of the LinkedIn Leads on Tap Challenge. This is the first live Q&A of day 4. I am so excited to be with you guys. It's amazing to see how you've been reaching out to your ideal clients on LinkedIn today and starting to generate leads, which is phenomenal. If you're just joining me, say hi, let me know that you're here. I can't wait to get cracking with you guys on today's Q&A. And of course, give StreamYard permission to see your names, just streamyard.com/Facebook. Yeah, we have another amazing session lined up for you today. We've got a lot of questions that we're going to be answering and yeah, excited to get going with you guys. So hi, Heidi, good to see you here. Welcome to all of you if you're just joining me. Let me know you're here. Absolutely fantastic. So it's been an incredible day. It's been so good seeing you guys actually starting to get used to the process that you need to implement in order to start generating leads and clients through LinkedIn. So I would love to hear from you. If you're just joining me, say hi and let me know you're here. Hi, Wadia, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome back. Amazing. Yeah, if you're just joining me, say hi, let me know you're here. Hi, Stuart, good to see you as well. Welcome, Sonal, welcome, good to see you. Ragnhild, welcome, good to see you here. Amazing. So we're going to give everyone a chance just to arrive before we dive in. But yeah, super excited to be here with you guys. It's been a phenomenal challenge so far. We've had such an incredible time, and it's been so good to see your progress as you've been just moving through the process and getting used to being able to, you know, move through each stage so that you can start to generate those leads and clients through LinkedIn. Yeah, you've been doing so well. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. Good to see you here. Yeah, welcome. So just say hi if you're just joining us. I'm sure, you know, we've just got all of the emails going out and the text and everything. So we'll give everyone a chance to arrive before we dive in. We have got a great session lined up for you again. Yeah, it's been an incredible challenge so far already. And I've loved hearing about how you guys have been getting on with actually sending out those connection requests today and getting people accepting your connection requests, having conversations. It's so good. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you here. I know day 4. We're already over halfway through the challenge. It's phenomenal. Amazing. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to another guest in just a moment. We're going to continue that journey that you've been on of hearing from different types of guests, different types of business owners, and really, you know, being able to learn from them about how to start growing your own LinkedIn presence and generate leads and clients through LinkedIn by hearing them, how they've actually applied it to their business as well. So we're going to dive in just a moment. I'm just going to give everyone a chance to arrive before we do that. And what I'd love you to do before we get started and we dive into anything is I want you just to take a moment right now. And I want you just to breathe for a second. And I want you to imagine yourself a year from now. And imagine what's happened in your business. So imagine yourself a year from now having achieved the different things that you want to achieve in your business. And just see yourself in this moment. See yourself, whether maybe it's with a fully booked diary of clients. Maybe it's working with a particular client that you'd love to work with. Just see yourself actually doing the work that you want to be doing. Just see yourself having realized that outcome. I just want you to really just invite yourself to step into what you're wanting to achieve and just step into it as though it's already happened in this moment. Just notice how you feel as you step into that place. What are you doing? What's your day look like? Maybe you've opened up your diary and you can see it fully booked with clients. Maybe you've just closed a deal that you really want to close. Maybe you've got a new corporate client that you really want to work with. And just feel how you feel having achieved all of that. What's that feel like? And the reason I'm getting you to do this exercise is because this is what's so key. Of course, you're learning the formula that I'm teaching you on this challenge, but it's also really important to open up into believing that you can actually make your visions a reality. So those two things coming together is what is going to be what leads you to be successful. So I just want you to really just tap in and notice how you feel as you think, as you see yourself achieving your visions. Just notice how you feel. Probably your lungs have opened up a bit, your shoulders have relaxed a bit. You're probably feeling happy, calm. And that's the feeling you want to cultivate more of, okay? So just how do you, what do you do that makes you feel that way? So for me, when I meditate, that's how I feel calm, I feel relaxed. So that's the thing to do more of, so that you can get into that space where you feel the way you're wanting to feel from achieving your goals with your business. Okay, so I want to just touch base with you guys. How are you feeling now? Tell me, how do you feel now? Do you feel a bit more relaxed? Do you feel expanded? Do you feel excited? It was a very, that was just me walking through just a little bit, not a proper meditation, but just a little bit of stepping into believing that you can achieve the goals that you have for your business. Hi, Sue. Good to see you here. Welcome. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome to you. Hi, Catherine. Oh, bless. Facebook doesn't make it easy to join a live. I am so sorry, Catherine. Hi, John. Glad you enjoyed the advice I gave. That was helpful. Yes, and just catch up on the replays. My team is still checking on, comments from all of the previous day's daily tasks. So catch on the replays and can still post your insights, and we can give you some feedback. So yeah, good luck, John. Sue's saying feeling relaxed and optimistic. I love that. Rory is saying, hi, Rory. Good to see you here. Welcome. Lovely. Agnes is here. Absolutely. Yeah, behind, but catching up on the replays. Happy to connect live though. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Amazing. Okay, so what I want you to do is really hold that optimism, that self-belief, really step into allowing that to be here, because it's possible. Whatever you're wanting to create with your business, it is possible to create it. And just by visualizing yourself having actually created what you want, that's 50% of the journey done, okay? If you can actually see yourself achieving your goals, then you've overcome one of the biggest hurdles, which is just that you can see it. And by seeing it, you can manifest it. All right. And you've got the process and the formula that you're learning this week that's helping you with that. Okay. So let's dive in. I'm going to bring on my amazing guest for you guys. She has really is a great testament to creating the life that you really want to experience. I'm not going to say too much about this because I don't want to give everything away. But honestly, if you're someone that's thinking, I don't know how I'm going to create this business that I want to create. I'm really unsure. I feel quite afraid, about my ability to actually make this happen. Well, I know that hearing Rachel speak is just going to inspire you loads, because she's going to show you that actually you can create whatever you want to create in your life, because she's definitely someone who has done that. So let me bring her on and we'll dive in. I love this. Rory's saying, I don't see it so vividly, but I feel into it well. That's perfect. If you just feel into it then, and, just allow those feelings to be there and to expand them. Okay. And the visuals will start to get clearer. Yeah, absolutely. Amanda's saying my business is going to be massive by next year. So much already booked for 2024. Thanks to Shelley and her programs. Woo, I love that, Amanda. Well done. And you know what? Amanda is a knitting coach. And I always say this, Amanda doesn't mind me saying it, but if you can attract clients for your knitting business through LinkedIn and corporate wellness knitting days, then you can pretty much sell anything through LinkedIn. So I just love that, Amanda. I love what you've been able to do with your business. It's so fantastic. So let's bring Rachel on and you can hear her story as well. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Shelley. Hi, everyone.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's always nice to talk to and to inspire other people too. So yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. Tell everyone a little bit about you and about your business.
Yeah, so I'm Rachel. I'm traveling the world, and I've started the online business. Yeah, several years ago when I quit my corporate, I was burning out from corporate, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me because then it made me realize what is my purpose and what do I really want to do, and I want to help and support people. And so I really started coaching people, life coaching, career coaching, and more it evolved. And it's something that I think it's important to mention because it's not something, in the beginning I thought, oh, I need one thing, one niche forever, set in stone, but it's not because, I evolve, I change, I develop, and so do my clients. So anyway, long story short, it evolved. And now I'm a speaker's coach and I did TEDx talks, and I help speakers to create a speech, to deliver speech without, with more confidence, without fear, with, engaging, captivating. And I'm on YouTube every week to give speaking tips as well. So.
And I love this because before you started your speaking business, although that was kind of always going in the background, before you did that, you were helping corporate professionals like yourself to break free of the 9 to 5 and become a freedompreneur. Yeah. Exactly like what you've done.
Yeah.
And through growing your own YouTube channel really successfully and already been doing some speaking work as it was in getting speaking gigs, you've actually decided to shift across into focusing on, on the speaking mentoring business, which I love. I love that you're walking the walk and the talk, as it were, allowing your business to evolve and grow with you as you've grown.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you always are the best coach in doing something that you've experienced yourself, right? Just like you've been through all the LinkedIn, challenges, and, you've learned. And then through that learning and experience, you share it with your clients. And that's what, that's the best thing of being a coach, is sharing what you've been through and coaching people who are just a few steps behind you. And so when I was, I left my corporate, it's scary, and what do you do? And I've been through all those fears and all those steps. So that was what I was coaching other people to say, like, hey, it's possible because I've done it, and how do you take the steps and how do you do it? But like you said, in the background, I've always had, people come to me with, can you help me with my speech, or how do I deliver with more confidence? Because confidence is something that from the beginning, I never had confidence. Like as a child, as a young adult, it's just, I was so self-conscious, so afraid of what other people would say. And going on social media and online and, oh my gosh, and posting something about me, like, well, what, it's just all of these fears. But I've grew my confidence, and to stand on a stage like TEDx, it was just super scary. But I really learned to overcome all of that. So confidence is like the common thread, whether you quit your 9 to 5, start a business, have to speak on stage, like it's always there. No matter what kind of coaching I'm doing, it's always in there. And now I'm becoming better and studying speakers more and doing more YouTube videos and studying great speakers and celebrities and all of those speaking tactics. And so I keep learning, I keep studying, and I keep teaching what I'm learning, so.
I love it. And you know what? Because obviously we've been working together for a while, and you actually were one of the first people to join the LinkedIn Quality Leads Formula program. But back then, tell everyone a little bit about what you were struggling with, because things weren't quite as developed as they are now at that time.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I had a LinkedIn account, I had a Facebook account, and you just post, I was just posting things that I thought were okay, I guess. But what I was missing was a clear guidance, a clear structure, because it's like speaking. You can practice speaking all you want, but if you practice the wrong way, it's gonna take years, and you're still doing the same, right? So that was going on for me. Like, yeah, I was doing all the things. I'm like, oh, I'm posting all this time, and I was, stressed about LinkedIn, and and I'm doing all these things, but I wasn't doing it the right way. And that's why when I heard you and I started with a free challenge, I think I may have even done 2 before I signed up. I don't remember, 1 or 2, because I was like, oh, it's an investment, and is it worth it? Because like many others here, I'm sure, like we've done so many other programs in the past, and do we want to invest again, and what's going to happen? And hands down, this was a great decision, because I mean, here we are years later, and we're still connected. And that just shows to everyone, like Shelley is there with you from day one to day, I don't know, like, you know, and that's what matters to me. Like, I like someone who's there for me. You know, I'm there for my clients. I'm coaching them. I'm not leaving them behind. I'm emailing, I'm messaging, I'm WhatsApping, you know, and I like about you, like if I have something, like email, and you're there for me, you know, and you stay there, you don't disappear, you know, and it's important for me, that connection, you know, that connection. It's not like, hey, here's the course, do your thing, follow the videos, and then you're on your own. So basically the guidance, you know, from, okay, what am I supposed to do on LinkedIn? Okay, it's got change my headline, change my description, you know, what to post, how often to post, you know, what else can I be doing? And then the community, like, you know, yeah, that matters too. It's not just me on LinkedIn posting. There's other people too that you need to connect with. And it's all of these things together, you know? And so it just started clicking all together. And then I'm like, now I know what I'm doing.
I love it. I love it. And so, you know, I've got a different question for you, which is like, you know, how did you get up the courage to say yes to yourself and to decide to go for this program and get the support that you were needing at that point?
Yeah, it's always scary, you know, no matter what program you decide to join, it's always a decision, and making a decision, why do you choose one person over another? With you, it just felt right. You know, I thought, first of all, in your free challenge, you give so much value, you know, and I've watched so many other challenges where it's like, oh, you know, this, and then they give this tiny little thing, but they don't really explain it. And it's like, you know, like I'm following it 5 days and I don't really get anything from it. But with you, with those 5 days, and I really would like people to comment, like within those 5 days, I got connections growing. I got people responding. I got more people commenting within 5 days. And I thought, that's for free, right? So that was already a high, you know, check thing on my list. Like, yeah, that means a lot to me. And then the fact that I just related to you, that I just felt like, you know, and you also, what I love and is like, it's the practical side. When I coach clients, it's also like there's a practical side and there's the mindset. And it just doesn't go separately. And I used to be so rational and so logical all of these years, which burnt me out. And now it's always, I know to take action, but if I don't feel right, it's not going to work. And that's what I teach my clients. And that's what you do. It's like, we're going to work. Here are the steps, but you got to work on your mindset. Yes. You know, whether it's through meditation or relaxation or breathing or imagining and visualizing, like all of these things. And it's those two things. And it's just a whole package with you, Shelley. And so I thought, yeah, I'm going to go for it.
I love that. I love that. And you are really good at stepping out of your comfort zone. And I'm just thinking for people listening that are feeling nervous about some of the steps that they know they need to take to grow their business, you know, whether they join me on the program or not, just generally growing your business is going to make you get out of your comfort zone. Like that's just part of it. Yeah. I would love if you would just share a little bit about, you know, because you know how to do this, and this is what you've helped clients with. What is that process that helps you to just get out of your comfort zone, take those steps, even when you're really afraid of going for it? You know, I just want to help people a bit here with how to go for it, how to like embrace being an entrepreneur and the uncertainty and like just almost dive in, you know, like go for it.
Yeah, it's a great question. And it's fear is always going to be there. You know, I think that's the first thing to realize. Fear is always going to be there. I mean, even I traveled the world, I'm on my own. I had so many challenges, so many fears, like even now, like, but fear makes you grow, right? I mean, and I've learned to shake hands with my fear. I've learned to embrace fear, because now fear is the same emotion as excitement, right? So a lot of times now that I feel fear, I'm like, instead of telling my mind, oh, I'm scared, oh, I'm excited. Because it's the exact same emotion. It's just how we interpret. If we use a language in our mind like I'm scared, it's going to feel negative. But if I'm like, I'm excited, bring it on, fear, let's tackle it, right? And I know it's easy to say, but I think with your program, Shelley, and what I try to give to my clients too, we break it down into small chunks. And so I always compare it with climbing a mountain. If you look at the top of the mountain, of course it's scary and you're like, duh, I'll never get to the top. But if you know, like, wait, there's a path and there's a small hill and I can do that. And I just have to follow the guide, which is you. And we take the steps, along the way, and we just tackle these small little things. You're not going to become confident overnight. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. You're not going to be, it's not like that. So if you know from the start, okay, I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, and fear is part of it, and it's like when I quit my corporate, it was the biggest thing. Like, and it's not just that, it's also like, who are you listening to? I think for me, that was a big one. Like, if I would listen to my parents, who I love to bits, I would still be working my corporate and still be stressed out and burned out more than anything before, because it's like, it's safe. It's, it's known, it's familiar, just stay in that comfort zone, right? And it's the thing to do. So the more I surrounded myself with people that were digital nomads and traveling the world and entrepreneurs, like, actually, yeah, they're actually doing it. It's really happy. And they would motivate me, like, yeah, you do this and this and this. And that's what I do now too, with people who are like asking me things like, yeah, follow this and this and this. And I've been there too. So just be careful who you're surrounding yourself with and who you're asking advice. Like, just today, I was asking somebody about YouTube, and I'm really growing on YouTube. I mean, it's like, but YouTube, it's just, but it was not a YouTuber. So it was all negative. And I'm like, wait. And I really had to reset myself. Like, wait, before putting myself down, who am I talking to here? And no, let me just ask, my YouTube coach and other YouTubers. And like, okay, there I got a right answer. And I'll keep going, It's with everything, every day.
I love that. And that consistency of showing up is so key. Tell everyone how many subscribers you have on YouTube, because you've got a fantastic YouTube following now.
Yeah, I mean, close to 4,000, but yeah, it's
growing.
It's very small. And it's when you talk about dedication and persistence, because that's part of LinkedIn too, like nothing happens if you don't put in the effort, right? And so for me on YouTube, day after day, it's grinding. I mean, millions of videos on YouTube, it's hard, okay? And it's like, and you see just a few views, it's like, and it's so easy to lose courage. And so if you're connecting and you're sending connection requests on LinkedIn, it's the same story. Like, you're gonna have days like, nobody replies. Nobody replies to my messages. Nobody's connecting. I am not good at this. Boom. And that's how people give up, But I'm like, you know what? Look at that one connection that you had last week, and look at that one message. And I'm like, hey, there is one comment that said my video was great. One. If I can help one person, I'm happy. Hey, there's one more subscriber in this video, and I'm talking about this because I struggle too, It's like, it's so easy to be put down or to have a negative thing. It's like, okay. Yeah. But no, it's only the ones that persist that get there.
Exactly. And so tell everyone a little bit about the steps you went through that allowed you to start, generating those leads and clients through LinkedIn, because I know it's also come through your YouTube channel as well, just in case anyone's wondering. YouTube has been serving you very well, and you've also got LinkedIn too. So tell everyone a little bit about
and it's I think it's a very similar path, but I still continue LinkedIn. I mean, you gave me this. Since I've joined your program, it's like LinkedIn is just not going to leave me. It's like, I don't know, you put like a seed in me that's like, no, you got to stay on LinkedIn. So what I do is I put my videos of YouTube, I put it raw on LinkedIn, and I keep all the basics in my mind from your program. So I still leverage LinkedIn, and I'm still commenting and posting there in the way that you teach, in the tactics and the tags and all of that. So yeah, it takes effort, So I started with connecting, doing the things you said, like create connection request, rewrite my description, rewrite my tagline, my headline, sending multiple messages, not always the same one, and connecting. And I've noticed that when I did it consistently, people start responding, people start messaging. I got people on a call, and I got clients from it, and now my focus is more on YouTube, but it's still the same, because I've noticed that people find me on LinkedIn, actually more so, they find me on LinkedIn, and then they will look me up on YouTube or on other platforms, right? And it's like, oh yeah, she's a bit everywhere. She's credible. She's okay, But it's like, so many people now are on LinkedIn. It's crazy. It's no longer the Facebook. The clients are really on LinkedIn. They're following, and it's also more pleasant LinkedIn than years ago. It's not that stiffness anymore. It's like I post pictures of me on the beach. It's fine.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, tell everyone a little bit about kind of the wins that you've been experiencing in your business and how it's been developing, because I love that you started with one business, you got that off the ground, got that working, going really well, and now you've shifted to a slightly different business. But, tell everyone about what's been happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, yeah, it's just flowing naturally at this stage. And it's funny to hear myself say that because, let's say, I don't know, some years ago, I was like, oh, how do people really do it? It's hard. And it's so hard and challenging to get that first client, but you get one and you get another and you get a phone call and it's just continuing. If you continue to be consistent, and one week you'll post more than another, and one week you'll do more connections than another, and all of that is okay as long as you just keep pushing forward. I never stop. I never stop. I never let it go. I just continue. And sometimes you have more energy than other days, but just keep going.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you've been able to travel the world with your business, that your business has enabled you to have the lifestyle that you want as well, and work remotely, work from anywhere, and you really do walk the walk. You were teaching people about how to be freedompreneurs. You were literally doing it yourself. And now you're teaching people about how to be great speakers, and you've been a 2 times TEDx speaker, so it's beautiful. You're sharing your expertise. And I don't know if you noticed, but Amanda, who's also on our program, said that she spoke to you and said that teaching knitting for well-being would be her full-time job someday. You said, don't say sometime, set a date. So she did, and she beat it by 3 months. So you're even inspiring our students in the community, with your advice. So I love that, Rachel. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good to be specific. It's like, oh, someday I might, someday I'll do this, and someday I'll, it's like someday I'll write a book, or I'll talk, or I'll, no, just put a date, be specific, and use that mindset. Visualize. I visualize so much. Like, I want to buy something, I visualize it. I want something, I visualize. I want something to happen, I visualize. Like, I go to bed and I visualize. Like, I use all these guided meditations, and I just keep doing that and also the mindset, by the way, is effort. Okay. Because that's something that I'm teaching my clients all the time. It's like, oh, this and that. I'm like, but are you doing? Are you visualizing? Are you doing it? And the ones that do, it's like within no time they get results. Because it takes effort. Like, our mind is set to be negative first.
Yeah.
Fear first. It's like, oh, it's hard. It's difficult. If you keep telling yourself that, it's going to be hard and it's going to be difficult. So look for that tiny little thing, even if it's tiny, where things are actually going well. I mean, I have a lot of things going on right now. I have stress too. I have, I have a leakage. I have, things going on. And I'm like, but wait, last week was sunny and tomorrow is going to be dry. And I'm here and I still have a clean, dry bed. I'm looking for all the, like, if you lack confidence. I was talking to a client, just one more, sorry, I keep going, but just one more thing about confidence. You mentioned that too. It's like, oh, but I lack confidence and I want to be a better speaker and I want to, or I want to get a bigger business or whatever it is that you want. And it's like, we humans tend to focus on what we lack. I don't have this, I don't have that. So what happens is that you create more of that lack. So find but wait, what is that tiny area where you are making money? What is that tiny area where you are feeling confident? It could be just talking to your mom or talking to your kids in a confident way, cooking a recipe it doesn't have to be big. But focus on that. It's like, I'm confident there. Yeah, I know what I'm doing there. And you feel the confidence. And the more you feel the confidence, you'll feel more confident in your business too.
Absolutely.
And that's the mindset.
Absolutely. And you know what? We've all had difficult times. Like, the life of being a business owner, I often say people think it's like all like this, but it's a lot more like kind of like
peaks
like that. And I remember like when I had the big crash in my business because my Facebook funnel broke just before I switched to LinkedIn. When that happened, I was like so stressed. I wasn't sleeping. I had like 30,000 in debt. You know, I had all these tax bills to pay and I didn't have the money for them. The 30,000 was owed to the tax man. So he wasn't going to wait for that. He was like, no, we want our money. Give it to us now. You know, and I had all that stress. And out of that, I kept going. I was like, I'm fighting for my business. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to fight. I'm going to find another funnel that works. I'm going to make it work. And I'm going to like find something that's working for my clients as well. And I'm going to sort it out. And I developed my LinkedIn strategy out of that mess. And the first group, well, it was the second group, but it was the first group that I really felt like, okay, I'm grabbing it all together. I'm going to make this happen. That group made £50,000 it was 5 of them, and they made £50,000 in 12 weeks. And it was because I was literally working all the mindset stuff myself, because I was working on my, like, you know, imposter syndrome. You know, how can I say that I'm a client attraction coach when like my own funnel has just broken and like I've got, you know, these debts that I need to pay off and I'm moving money on credit cards? I was like, how can I say that? Like, this was back in 2017, 2018. Like, how can I say that? I'm complete imposter, I'm complete fake. So I was working with all of that myself and doing meditations every day, and my vortex exercise that I teach you guys. I did the vortex exercise, like doing that every day. And I'm not joking, that group that came together, the 5 students that came together just at that crux moment in May 2019, it was in the end. So it took me a whole year, 2019, they came together. And oh my God, that group did so well. You know, and it was just, and I worked with them with all the mindset stuff that I've been doing for myself. I did that as well. And it's just like amazing, you know. So I totally, Rachel, what you're saying, that's why I wanted you to come on and talk, because it's like, it's not about just like doing this work when you're in a good place. It's about doing the work when you're not in a good place. That's when it's really important to do it. Yes, you do it when you're in a good place as well, but like you do it even more when you're not in a good place, you know? It's so...
While you're speaking, Shelley, there's one thing that comes up to my mind that might help other people. And that's, you know, when we look at others, it's like, oh, I have clients and I'm making money. And sometimes it's nerve wracking because you listen to people that's like, oh, you know, it's so easy to make money. I don't even have one client, right? And I know I've been through that too. And then I realized, but wait, all of you here are probably helping someone, even if it's not paid. And that, you know, if you're talking like, oh, I have clients, why not talk about that person as a client? A client doesn't mean it's got to be a 5,000 or 10K client who's paying you. It could be somebody, a friend, a family member, somebody, a colleague that you've helped with something that you know, and that's solid proof that you're good at what you're doing.
Exactly.
I want to share that because for me, that made a massive difference, thinking all of these people are making, but then I found out like, wait, all of these testimonials, they're not all 10K clients. You know, it could be somebody that you helped, and start there, you know, and just.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like literally start where you are, you know, that's the most important thing, you know, and start before you're ready. I always say that as well. Start before you're ready. Just do it. Just, you know, and you will learn as you go. That's the key thing. None of us, you know, I didn't start out a marketing expert. This has taken 20 years. And when I first started in marketing, we didn't have online marketing. Like we were still doing the creative stuff back then. We weren't doing this, you know, online stuff. It's completely changed.
Yeah, and talking about change, that's another thing that I think it's important for people to know is that, you know, you're teaching now about the tagline, the headline, and all of that. And it's something that a lot of people I've noticed get stuck, like, oh, I need that perfect tagline. I need that perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, take it as it is, you know, put something down and move forward. Because maybe in 1 month you see somebody else is like, oh, that's the perfect word, you know. But for a lot of things, I got so stuck because, oh, I need to figure this out first. I need to create my website first. I need to have all the correct words first, and then I can. No, like, and I regret that because I did waste a lot of that time. So I'm sharing, like, it's a waste of time because you move on forward and you learn as you go. And I changed. So I changed my tagline several times because you change and you want to change sometimes. I mean, it's a constant in life, so it's okay.
Absolutely. So We just got Catherine just said, I volunteered. Does that count as an unpaying client? Yes.
Of course.
yes.
100%.
Definitely. So Rachel, just a final question for you. What would the cost have been if you hadn't said yes to yourself and got the support that you needed joining my program?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think I can put a money thing on there, because for me it's I don't know. I suddenly feel this emotion in my stomach and in my heart, because it's like I feel so blessed, so grateful, so connected, that it's just not. I can't describe it. I honestly can't. Doing this, it's peanuts. The amount of money for years of being connected, having a community, connecting to others, growing friendships, and on top of that, learning to grow your business and make money. Like, it's like it's all the things around that business aspect that for me are just so immensely valuable. Me speaking here with you again, it's like getting the opportunity to be interviewed by you and connecting again, and helping you as an ambassador and the other. It's like it doesn't stop. So how can you put a price on that? It just doesn't stop. It's worth so much more. So much more. So if you want continuous support, if you want guidance, if you want clarity, for me, my word is clarity. Like, I get so overwhelmed and confused, and I want my clients to be clear. Like, this I do, then I do this, then and it just makes your life so much easier. Yeah.
And like one final word for anyone who's thinking about my program, but they're feeling afraid. Maybe they've invested already on other programs and they're nervous. What would you say to them?
I would say voice your fear. We're all here. So write it in the chat, message, have a chat with Shelley. There's no strings attached. Like, message any of the ambassadors, or write it in a comment or in the Q&A. Like, don't be afraid. Like, if you're already afraid to ask a question, don't be afraid to ask a question, to voice your concern, because we've all probably been there, and we can't explain all of these objections. We can't think of all of them. So if you have them, please share openly. That's actually a great step in growing your business, because you're going to have to share a lot more openly. So that would be my suggestion.
I love that. Definitely. That's a really good suggestion. And like, when you express your fear, often suddenly that pressure is like relieved, like suddenly you feel a bit more like you can actually move forward. So yeah, great idea. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for being here. How can people connect with you if they would like to connect with you after this?
If you can spell my name, Rachel Smets, S-M-E-T-S. I'm on everywhere, LinkedIn, Facebook, here, YouTube, same thing, my name. So yeah, just connect with me anytime. Connect with me on LinkedIn, so that we all grow on LinkedIn. Every connection counts. So just click connect, and we'll take it from there.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I loved all your golden nuggets of wisdom. They were so helpful, and I'm sure they've really helped some of the people here today. All right. Thank you, Rachel.
Talk to you soon. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. I just so love bringing Rachel on, because she's just so inspiring. And she really, really does walk the walk in terms of how much she stepped out of her comfort zone, traveling the world with her business, starting a business, leaving her corporate job, teaching other people to do the same thing as her. I mean, she literally was a proper digital nomad. She literally traveled constantly for kind of several years. I think she's now put down a little bit of roots in Portugal, but she still travels a lot. So, it's phenomenal. So I would love to hear from you. What was that like, hearing Rachel talk, especially, if you've been feeling a little bit nervous or a bit afraid about moving forwards with your business? Was there something that she said that really spoke to you, that helped you, give you a bit more confidence, or, just the readiness to like get out there and take those steps out of your comfort zone? Yeah, please. I'd love to hear from you guys. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So Catherine's saying one must grow and evolve, learn what you can to survive in this business and job market. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, I love this. I'm in that space. Perfect. John is saying someday is the same as shoulda, coulda, woulda. Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. Why do you saying what you focus on grows? Definitely. plant the seed of a positive and nurture it like a tender, beautiful plant. Oh, yes, that is so key. And that is like what I feel meditation does. When you're nervous, you just do a really lovely, relaxing meditation and you're just nurturing yourself. You know, you're like kind of helping yourself to ease anxiety so that you can just be in a more open space and make some magic happen. Yeah, brilliant. Amazing. Yeah, I love this. Yes. Sending boss hunting letters out daily. I love that. Yeah, John is saying the action is more powerful than perfect. Imperfect action is the way to go. Honestly, imperfect action. That is key. Just keep taking imperfect actions. Brilliant. Stuart's saying Shelley helped Rachel leave her comfort zone. She got results within 5 days. Shelley helped me to do that also. I got out of my comfort zone and got results within 4 days of the challenge. Woo, well done, Stuart. I love that. Well done, you. It's amazing. Yeah, John is saying, be careful who you surround yourself with. Remember, you're the average of 5 people you're around most. Choose carefully. That is so important. You need to be around people who are like-minded and going to be supportive with you and for you and to you on your entrepreneurial journey. Definitely. Yeah, Rory, start where you're at and start before you're ready, definitely. So I have something lovely for you guys that I want to share because I just want to give you a little bit of a boost, okay, with your business. So yesterday I offered a bonus for the first 10 who bought on the live Q&A, for those of you who bought my LinkedIn Quarterly Leads Formula program. And now I want to offer a different bonus to you guys. So for the first 5 who buy my LinkedIn Quarterly Leads Formula program, whilst we are on this live Q&A, you can get hold of my optimized LinkedIn profile. So what that means is that me and my team, we will write your LinkedIn profile for you, so that we will basically make sure that your LinkedIn profile is a client getting machine for you. So that takes quite a lot of time to pull everything together for you to make sure that it really is speaking to your ideal clients, it's really reflecting your niche and your USPs, and it basically immediately gets people who are your ideal clients to feel compelled to want to reach out to you. So it actually is worth over $1,000, and that's what I charge when I do people's LinkedIn profiles for them. So you can get that complimentary if you're one of the first 5 who sign up for my LinkedIn Quarterly Leads Formula whilst we are on this live call. And it's just clientnectar.com/LinkedIn-quality-leads-formula. So if you have been feeling, like thinking, I'm interested in the program, but I'm not quite sure yet and just need to, I'm trying to figure it out. You've been thinking about it overnight. Now is the time to take action and go for it, because if you're one of the first 5, you will be able to also get that incredible bonus of an optimized LinkedIn profile, which is just such a great boost for you with getting leads and clients through LinkedIn. And, I can't wait to be able to give that to you guys. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I would love to answer some of the questions that we've had overnight about the program. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please do ask any of those questions in the chat about the program. I'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, please. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to be able to answer those questions for you. So I've had people saying, can you just remind us of when the live calls are and, how they occur? So I know this is so important because I have a lot of questions from people about, is it just an online course? I'm worried, about how that's going to work for me if it's just an online course. And it's not just an online course. Yes, we have all the training modules in our members area, in our dedicated dashboard for the program. So we have that so that you can go back to them time and time again. You can dive into the videos. They've got step-by-step help with the technical side, with everything you need to do. So you can literally watch the video whilst you're implementing. But in addition to all of that, we also have live support. So we have live Q&As twice a month on the premium level of the program. You can come onto those Q&As. They're over Zoom. myself and Sonia, you will come on, we'll ask you what your question is, and then we will answer your questions. We'll review what you're putting together in terms of your strategy. We'll be able to answer those kind of deeper questions you have about, is your LinkedIn profile right? Have you got your branding right? We'll review your direct messaging. We can help you with, any questions that you have, we can help you with, okay, on the live calls. And you're also going to get support in the Facebook group as well, where you can ask questions Monday, anytime you want, and we will answer them Monday to Friday. So there's a ton of support that you can get access to on the program. It's not just an online course. You're going to be part of an amazing community, and you'll be supported as you go through the program. Okay, so that's one of the questions that we always get asked. We're also being asked, can I get started? Because I know the orientation call is on the 15th of April. So because we've got Easter in the middle, we are starting the cohort off with an orientation call on the 15th of April. But when you buy, you actually get access to everything straight away. We even give you access to the Facebook group and the Q&As, so you can kind of join in with everything. Even though we officially start on the 15th of April, you can actually dive into the program straight away. All right. For those of you that want to just get going immediately, you can do that. Our official start date is the 15th of April, but we actually give you access to everything straight away. The modules aren't drip fed either, so you literally can get access to everything straight away, and you can start watching all the modules and get support as well. I've been asked whether you need Sales Navigator in order to do the program. You don't. You can do the program just on the free version of LinkedIn. You don't need to get Sales Navigator, and all of the videos help you with both the free version of LinkedIn or using Sales Navigator. Okay, so they help you with both of them. I've had some people saying, I'm just starting out with my business. Is it going to be suitable for me? And the simple answer is yes, because those first 3 modules in the program will help you with getting those business foundations in place that you need in place. So they will help you with identifying your niche, your ideal clients, and your offering. Okay, so that's exactly what you need to be able to have those decisions made so that you can start attracting clients. Amazing. Yeah, so the bonus is amazing. I won that bonus when I signed up for the program back a few years ago. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I'd love to be able to see, this is probably one of my ambassadors speaking. If you could just give StreamYard permission to see your name, then that would be great, because I can't see who it is at the moment. That would be great. Yeah, Rachel is saying grab that bonus as well. Amazing. Let me see, what other questions have we got? So I had another question, sort of how quickly can I expect? Oh, that was Dana, bless her. Dana, you've been such an amazing student to work with. I've loved working with you. You've been absolutely incredible. So yeah, fantastic. One of the questions we had is, how quickly can I expect to see results? Well, like I said, that, we kind of, based on the program, we sort of suggest that you do a module a week, and by completing the first sort of 4 or 5 modules, you'll be in a position to start generating leads and clients through LinkedIn. Now, you can always go faster than a module a week. As you've seen on this challenge, we've already got people generating leads and clients through the challenge, okay? And that's in just 4 days on the challenge. We haven't even finished the challenge yet. So you can see that you can start generating leads really quickly. What we recommend is that you go through this sort of steps one at a time. You can go faster than the module a week. So you could dive in and start generating leads straight away if you want, or you can take a little bit more time and be generating them from module 4, module 5 onwards, and week 4, week 5 onwards. Okay, so that's our recommendation. But if you need to be generating leads quickly, do that, right? Just get stuck in and go for it, and we'll give you help along the way. Yeah, perfect. Agnes is saying, do not hesitate. This is an awesome bonus. Bless you, Agnes. Yeah, so, okay. I think I've pretty much covered most of the questions. Yeah, timing of calls. The calls on the premium level and on the VIP work across time zones. So on the premium level, they're on Thursdays at 6 o'clock UK time, which is typically 10 a.m. in the morning PT, 1 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. CET. On the VIP level, the calls are on Wednesdays, 4 o'clock UK time for 2 hours. So that's a little bit earlier, 8 a.m. PT, 11 a.m. ET, and 5 p.m. CET. Okay. But if you have any questions, we're more than happy to answer them. So do feel free to ask us any questions. Also, if you would like to have a chat with us to discuss the program, see whether it's a fit for you, then this is the link you need, https://www.clientnectar.com/clarity-call. So you can book in a call and have a chat with us and be happy to help you discuss the program and see if it's a fit for you. Okay, and there's some times in the calendar for the next couple of days. Amazing. Okay, fantastic. All right. Okay, so let's dive into your questions. So I'm just going to ask Heidi if we have any questions already from the Facebook group. If you guys have any questions, please pop them in the chat for us, and then I can answer your questions. Amazing. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So yeah, so I'd love to get a sense, some of you maybe haven't even started the daily task for today. So I want to encourage you that it is definitely, you want to dive into today's daily task and basically send out that, that message that you put together yesterday. Send a connection request and include the message you made yesterday in it so that you can start generating those leads and clients through LinkedIn. Yeah, Rachel is saying, we're here, we're all here for you. Yes, let us know what question you have and we'll happily answer it for you. Yeah, that's amazing. Perfect. Okay, so John is asking, is there a better time of day or day to post, and how many posts per week without spamming? So you don't worry with your posts, you're not really going to spam anyone, so don't worry about that. What I would suggest to you is that, obviously you want to think about when your audience are online. That's the most important sort of determination of when to post. But I would typically say, 3 times a week to 5 times a week is a good kind of ratio. You certainly don't need to post more than once a day, because that will get annoying for your connections if you post more than once a day. But I would say definitely post 3 times a week to 5 times a week. In terms of time of day, I would look at those kind of times when your audience are typically online. So that would be kind of in the morning before 9 o'clock, around lunchtime, around 3 in the afternoon, around 8 in the evening. You might even find that your audience are on Saturdays, Sundays. It doesn't have to be just Monday to Friday that you post, but it's also the same for sending out connection requests. A lot of my clients find that they've got time to send them on the weekend. So they send them and they're like surprised at how many people are actually immediately accepting their connection requests when they send them out on the weekends. So yeah, don't be afraid. If it fits better in with your diary to do things at a certain point, just do it, because the most important thing is the consistency element and just getting those connection requests out and just getting your posts out as well. Yes, Stuart is asking, are we limited on the number of searches we can have in LinkedIn? Yes. So if you're on the free version of LinkedIn, you have a maximum of 10 searches per month that you can do. And so I did notice that a couple of you had posted that you could only see like the first few results, and then you were getting a notification from LinkedIn telling you to upgrade to premium to see more results. And that's likely because you've completed the 10 searches per month that you're allowed to do. So every time you create a search and you click return, that counts as one search. And so my guess, if you're doing this for the first time, you're probably using your searches quite quickly. But now that you know that, then you can spread them out a bit and like maybe do a couple of, basically only do it twice a week and send 50 connection requests each time, so that you can actually have enough searches for the whole month. Okay. You can't save your search on the free version of LinkedIn. You can save it on Sales Navigator. They have a save search feature on Sales Navigator, so you can save your search there. But what you can do is just copy. If you're on the free version of LinkedIn, you can copy what's in the URL once you've created your search. You can copy that, put it into a Word doc, and so that you can always click on that every time you want to get back to the same search. And that's on the free version of LinkedIn, that's a good way to save your search, basically. Yeah, good. Let me know if that helped answer your question. Amazing. Yes, Afshin said, I haven't had enough time this week to go through the challenge live. How long is the content on this page available? So it will be available till Tuesday next week. So you've got a few days to be able to catch up. There's still a little bit of time there, Afshin, and you can catch up and you can dive into those tasks. You're welcome, Stuart. You're welcome. Amazing. Okay, so any other questions from you guys? Anything that you want to know? The one thing that I notice with the clients and the ones that are successful, especially with the outreach process, but also with the content marketing, it's always about consistency. And something that I often say is that you want to focus on the behavior and taking those actions rather than focusing on the results. Because the key thing for you is to know that what you want to do is build your audience with your ideal clients on LinkedIn. So you keep sending the connection requests, as much as you can, and the maximum is about 100 connection requests per week that you can send. So you want to send that maximum 100 connection requests per week, because say you have a 50% acceptance rate, that's 50 new LinkedIn connections that you're building each week. Okay. And those are then people that you can direct message, because you can message all first degree connections. They're also going to see your content as well. So by building and growing that audience, that then becomes, that's like a network basically, which is allowing you to grow your business, because the more people you have in your audience, the more people who know about what you do, the more leads you're likely to generate and the more clients you can gain. So you just want to focus on taking those behaviors to grow the audience, okay? Don't worry about the results. Just focus on taking the behaviors that grow the audience. We can always work out if you're not getting the appointments booked in. We can work out why that is. If you're not generating the number of acceptances that you want, usually we can work out why that is. We can see what's going on. That's usually down to the message that you're putting in with your connection request, or it's down to the filters you're using, that perhaps the filters aren't the right filters that you're using. So that, we can work out what's not working if it needs to be tweaked to get it working. So the most important thing is just grow that audience, because growing the audience, then you have the content marketing strategy. So and tomorrow we're going to be covering everything about content marketing. So basically you can send out, you can basically be doing the posting your content and warming up all those connections that you've grown in your audience, so that then they will start contacting you, saying they want to work with you, sending you DMs. So over time, we start out doing a lot of direct messaging and LinkedIn outbound outreach, but over time, you'll find that you'll shift to relying more on your content marketing to bring people to you rather than you reaching out to them. You'll still keep sending out the connection requests, but you might not send all the direct messaging sequence to get calls booked in. because over time, your content marketing will take over and you'll be getting those inbound leads, okay? But it's really important when you get going to start with the direct messaging. But, primary thing is keep growing the audience with your ideal clients. So I noticed we've got a question from Sheila who's asking, is the one-to-one, I imagine you're asking about the one-to-one coaching session, the bonus one-to-one coaching session. So if you buy the LinkedIn Qualities Formula program now, and you would rather have the one-on-one coaching session, the bonus one-on-one coaching session, instead of having your LinkedIn profile optimized, we can do that for you, Sheila. So you can have that, okay? So if you go ahead and join, then we will make sure that you get the one-to-one coaching session with me as the bonus instead of the optimized LinkedIn profile. All right? Amazing. And to join, you just need to use this link. It's just clientnext.com/LinkedIn-quality-leads-formula. Amazing. Okay, so any other questions that you guys have? Anyone got questions about my program? You got questions about LinkedIn, about the strategy? Maybe you want to share something about what you've put together in terms of your messaging. Yeah, just pop it into the comments section. Okay, amazing. All right. So I would love to hear from you guys. What are you taking away from today's call? I'd love to hear that. Pop it into the chat. What's your kind of aha moment you've had so far whilst you've been listening to this call? Just let me know. So is optimizing, I'm assuming you're asking whether optimizing your LinkedIn profile is in the program. And the answer is yes. You will learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. That's our module 4 in the program. So we cover in depth exactly what you should be writing on your LinkedIn profile. And we give you a template to help you pull it together as well. So it's literally kind of fill in the blanks template. And because you've done the work on the previous 3 modules, essentially, when you come to the point of optimizing your LinkedIn profile, you can literally copy and paste sections from your action sheets that you've created from the first 3 modules. Then you just copy and paste them into the template we give you for the LinkedIn profile. So it's done really quickly. Okay, so we make it super, super easy. There's lots of templates. We kind of give you exercises to do. We get you thinking about certain questions so that you can be really clear on what you need to write on your profile and just pull that strategy together really easily. Amazing. Let me know if that answered your question for you. Yeah, I think it's great. That was your aha moment, Catherine. Volunteering being an unpaid client. Never thought of it like that. Absolutely, absolutely. Any kind of work experience you've done, you can totally use that as, and you can get a testimonial as well, and basically use that as part of your, testimonials for your work that you're doing now. Love that. Okay, so I think we just have a couple of minutes left before we're going to stop, and then we will come back at 9 o'clock for the second live Q&A session with me. And of course, on the second live Q&A, I will be announcing my winner of my most engaged participant of day 4, which is super exciting. So you definitely want to make sure you come back for that. And tomorrow's daily task, we focus on everything about content marketing. So I'm going to show you how to write a really compelling piece of content for LinkedIn that is going to generate leads and engagement and get inbound leads. We're going to talk to you about kind of the most important elements to think about when it comes to content marketing. What is it that really works right now in terms of generating those followers, generating those leads, and positioning yourself as a thought leader in your field? So yeah, tomorrow you definitely want to check out tomorrow's daily task. And if you haven't done today's daily task, then do it, because this is your opportunity to start generating leads and clients through LinkedIn. So I really can't wait to see how you get on. My team are there. We're still there helping you. So I can't wait to see how you get on with that. And of course, we'll be back at 9 o'clock for our second live with Shelley. So definitely come back, join us then. That's just in a couple of hours time. There's probably just a couple of minutes left if you want to be able to get my LinkedIn Quality Leads Formula program and be one of the first 5 to get the optimized LinkedIn profile. Because if you join and you're one of the first 5, you will get an optimized LinkedIn profile done by me and my team. It is worth over $1,000. It's something very special. And if you would like to be able to get that completely for free as a bonus, all you need to do is be one of the first 5 to buy the program. And the link is just here, clientnectar.com/LinkedIn-quality-leads-formula. Amazing. All right, guys. Well, I will, I can see someone that's been struggling with getting on their phone. Can we post the link on the page so that they can join? So I'm just going to ask Heidi, one of my team, if you can just send the link directly to them on Facebook Messenger. That would be great. We have the link in the group as well. Amazing. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to give that to my team. Yeah, Heidi, if you can just let me know. Perfect. Yeah, we'll DM you. That's probably the easiest thing. Probably look out for, there we go. She's already done it. She's popped a link on Messenger. But yeah, let us know if you need any help with getting signed up. So, just reply to the DM. We can help you get signed up. Because I'd love you to get that bonus. That would be amazing. Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, this has been great. I can't wait to see you on the next live. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's daily task. And if you haven't done today's daily task, go ahead, get stuck in now. And because this is so key. I can't wait to see the results you get. Go for it. All right. Bye for now, guys.